Okay, I have off-grid solar. I know about solar. I deal with solar dealers and I deal with people in the solar industry. They are starting to find out that if you have solar, you need filtering. You're getting all this dirty electricity out of your inverter. There's nothing else you can do about it. You got to filter it out. You got to keep it off your house wiring. And I'm starting to get the sense that solar dealers are catching on, and solar dealers know this. People ask them, is this clean energy? You know, they have to have an answer, right? And I mean, that's what you do, right?
That's what we do.
Yeah.
So it's true, more and more solar dealers are discovering clean energy, EMF, filtering all the time.
Right.
So they don't all know, I think they all do it, but it is maybe the fastest growing sector for Static Shield. For our company, the solar dealers are a huge portion of our business.
Yeah, because there's no such thing as a solar system that doesn't need filtering.
There's not.
The inverter does that. And it doesn't matter if you have the microinverters on the solar panels or the big inverter in the garage. Doesn't matter. It's dirty when it goes into the house.
By their sheer functionality.
You need
it can't be avoided. Like, are some worse? Of course, that goes for everything. Are some worse? But by their sheer functionality, they create what we call dirty electricity, interference, distortion, electromagnetic fields, massive amounts.
So a line filter.
Yes.
You've got plug-ins, you've got wire-ins, you put it right at the service panel.
Yep.
Power Perfect box.
Power Perfect.
Plug-in, what do you call it? Static?
Pure power plug-in.
Pure power.
And both work.
Yep.
Both are fine.
Yeah.
One of the things that's convenient about doing it when you go solar is when you buy one of our wire-in products, you need somebody standing at your breaker panel with a screwdriver. That's not always convenient.
Who knows how to not kill themselves with,
right, ideally so.
Yeah.
When you get solar, you know definitively there's going to be somebody standing right there anyway. So what a perfect time. You've got the cover off, your landing breakers and wires anyway. It is perfect.
Filter.
Put it in right now.
Yeah.
And to the point where it was, a few solar dealers caught on, 100 or two are being installed a month to thousands.
Right.
Thousands are being installed per month right now with solar systems. Some of the biggest solar companies in the country are installing one with every one they do.
So right now it's like, to your electrician, to your solar installer, I need line filtering.
I have to have one.
Tomorrow it'll be the solar person saying, oh, by the way, did you know you need line filtering? It'll be more like that.
Right. So I've heard of several, legislation being written. It's on the ballot. Will it pass? Will it be voted down? Who knows? About EMF exposure. And oftentimes there's a couple of things that are points of interest. How close can the 5G tower be to a school?
Right.
That might be one.
Right.
How much solar can be installed, number of panels or kilowatt hours before you must
have an
have
inverter
a filter.
or have a filter.
Have a filter, yeah.
Yeah.
It's literally on the ballot. We don't know if it'll pass or not, but it's on it. And unfortunately, a ton of solar dealers right now just have no idea. They don't want to make anybody sick. Come on, stop it. Let's not even suggest that. They just simply don't know. And when you think of solar, you think clean energy. It's the first thing that pops into my mind. Clean energy.
That ain't the case.
That's not the case. It's clean in that it's renewable.
Right.
It's not clean. Generators are probably number one culprit for dirty electricity. A generator by its functionality is probably number one.
It's got inverter in it.
It's got all that in it. It's
whatever.
got inverter in it. And so it's two things, right? It's about, so that's part of it. And it has to have an inverter, right? And the other part of that is solar. Solar's next.
Right.
And the thing about your if you had a generator, it's on for 2 hours when you camp or for 2 hours when the power goes down. The solar's on all day, every day. That's its job.
Yeah, right.
That's its job.
Right.
So we really want to reach all the solar dealers that we can. You don't want to accuse anybody of anything. That doesn't land on anyone's heart well, right? Simply inform them. And the first thing that we do, and I've said this before in videos, we send them a meter and a unit. Say, hey, I don't expect you to just believe me, because then it sounds like I'm trying to sell you something.
But you send them.
Nobody wants to be sold. We send it for free.
Free. And you say, all you got to do is test it.
Yes. So if we reach out to solar dealers and we say, this is not a sales pitch. We are in the EMF filtering business. Protecting home and family from EMF is my life's course right now. And someday I hope to live on the beach and play the ukulele. Maybe I get a job busting the barnacles off the bottom of a boat. That sounds nice. For right now, the driving force behind my life is educating people on the harmful effects of e-pollution. And e-pollution is all of it. It's Wi-Fi, it's 4G, it's 5G, it's RF frequencies, it's all of it. And when you install solar, you are putting a major culprit on that family's home, you are inadvertently hurting that little family.
We have so many new diseases, diabetes, this, that, you know, even neurological diseases. How could that not be associated with this explosion of electromagnetic frequencies from all the solar units, from the dirty electricity, from the bad power coming from the power plants, from all the wireless devices all over everywhere, from the stuff we plug in with a little converter thing on every plug socket that causes big dirty electricity fields? How could that not have medical effects?
In 1970, the number one building material was asbestos.
Yeah.
The Romans made their wine in lead.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
GIs were given cigarettes.
We make mistakes on civilization
Microwave
scale.
ovens, PFOA, and plastic. Right?
Yeah.
The list is, and were all those things nefarious? Or do you simply have a way of living and then find out that the technological advancement was harmful to the biological, right? So all these things are results of the electrified world. They're real, they're measurable, they're inescapable, and they're harmful. They're damaging and harmful, and they're so harmful. Like people say, well, how harmful is it really? Well, it's not as harmful as stepping in front of a bus, Jerry. It's not that harmful. It's not as harmful as backing into a propeller. It's not that harmful. But is it smoking 4 packs of cigarettes a day? Yes. Is it eating fast food for every meal? Yes. And it presents differently. These things present with coffee lungs. Fast food maybe with a fat tummy. This represents in dis-ease.
Yeah, whether you
I'm
have
not at ease.
whether you have immediate symptoms or not,
Yes.
which some people do, you're going to have long-term.
You can't help it.
issues.
I'm stressed out. I have high blood sugar. I'm anxious. I'm not sleeping. I'm irritable. I'm a grump. I don't even know why I'm a grump. Why am I not chill right now? Why does this room feel tense? Why is my chest tight? Why is
It's
this
so
room
obvious.
so noisy?
Electromagnetics is when you think about how much there is, and now
So if you brought someone from the 4th century into even probably this room,
probably dropped
they
dead.
probably just fry 'em. So what happened to us is, you know, I'm getting older, unfortunately. I got turned on to TV and radio.
Yeah.
And my mom said, don't sit too close to the TV.
That's right.
Don't sit too close to the TV. That your mom doesn't want you right here. She knew. It's like, do you want the cell phone tower on your roof? No. Why? You know it can't be good. Do you want your house right under the power lines? No. Why? Because you don't have to be told. You somehow know that it's not good. But what happened to me then the fax machine came. Click, click, click. And the internet came. AOL. That old sound. And then came the cell phones. And so my body has gone from a little bit to a lot. So gradually, I don't feel it the same way, right? So the kids that have been born, the humans that have been born in the last 30 or 40, they know nothing but, right? So let's say you take somebody from the 4th century and put them into what we have, they might present with illness immediately. There's no way they're sleeping.
There's no way would have to be some kind of a slam shock to the brain.
Wouldn't it have to be? I mean, I really believe that to be true.
All this electromagnetic, I mean, you can't even imagine the end of it. There's so much of it around us now.
Correct. That's absolutely true.
And they have found out that when they introduce a new electromagnetic device, you know, cell towers or something, there is an initial, immediate medical thing that they can track and chart, and then it's a bell curve. It kind of levels off a little bit. So there is an adaptive thing. You're right.
So I thought that was a conspiracy theory.
No.
Just so you know, I read a book called The Electric Rainbow, and I started reading about epidemics, pandemics, and these things hitting and really corresponding to the industrialized world, the electrification of the world, and all these things. And whether it's the cause or not, I won't say. But whether or not they timed up is beyond any reasonable contestation.
Sam Milham's book, Dirty Electricity.
Dirty Electricity, Sam
He
Milham.
correlated perfectly with the urban installation of electric fields, the cancer epidemic there. 20 years later, the rural installation of electric infrastructure and the cancer epidemic there. It's perfectly correlated.
So Sam Milham changed my life.
Yeah.
No, Sam Milham, I haven't talked to Sam in a while. I love him. His book was the first one that I read when I was saving my kid.
Really?
Sam Milham's book was the first one.
That's a while back.
And then there's a building biologist in California by the name of Orem Miller.
Yeah.
I love Orem.
I know Orem.
Do you know Orem?
Sure.
And Orem helped me save my kid, man. Orem helped me save my kid. Like, I didn't invent this stuff. I'm standing on the backs of giants.
Yeah.
Like, I compete for business with Graham Stetzer. I'm standing on their back.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm standing on their back for real. Like I know that our products are superior because we have newer, better things. We learned more, we went farther down the rabbit trail.
Yeah, it's grown.
But their stuff works.
Right.
And I wouldn't be here today without them. I don't believe that to be true. And so it's not, you don't just come in and you're the genius and you're the expert and everybody's interviewing you. No, you read a book written by who? By Sam.
Yeah.
By Orem.
Yeah.
You call somebody. Well, Dr. Stetzer.
Right.
Or Dave Stetzer or Dr. Graham. That's and then
But the products really have advanced. I mean,
completely.
Stetzer's been around a long
completely.
time.
I mean,
you know,
I love him, and I just said I'm standing on his shoulders. But I will say they just haven't released a new generation in a long time.
Right.
And we're launching Gen 3 right now.
You have new product. You have a lot of new tech.
All the time.
Yeah.
We learn about new things, and so let's say the cell business invents something because they don't want crosstalk.
Right.
Well, crosstalk's interference. Right. Interference is a form of e-pollution. So let's see what they're doing. The stereo companies, are releasing Avatar, and they don't want a click or tick or pop in the speakers when they're taking you off to James Cameron's billion-dollar thing. Right. What are they doing? So we are constantly seeing what else is on the market. So there's not a product on the market for EMF filtering, power conditioning, any of it that I'm aware of that we haven't purchased, that we haven't looked at, that we haven't investigated. Not for product comparison to beat them financially, because we love them, we respect them, we honor them, we want to see what are they doing, how can we make our thing better. I'm not trying to make our thing to get rich. We're selling thousands of units per month. We have 100,000 installed.
But you can't honestly say that none of those beat you. I mean, you have the top end. I mean, you how do you put that?
Definitively, we make the best product of its type on the planet for any price by far. Why? Because we're constantly innovating. Okay. Look, you've met my engineering team. Yeah. Well, what are they doing here? Sitting around, visiting, being jocular? No. We are continually looking at what's on the market, getting customer feedback, seeing how we could add new technologies into our product and redo more trademarks and more patents. We are constantly regenerating our product. We are in Gen 3 right now. We're looking at launching Gen 4. We're looking at products that are smart, and we're trying to make them smart without having them communicate in a way that's damaging to the biological, right? That anything that's contrary to what we're trying to do. And if you think that Panasonic's not innovating right now, they are. Sure. If you don't think that Texas Instruments is innovating right now, they are. Right. And so our product's not done. Mm-hmm. A lot of these guys made one product and done. Yeah. I'm never done.
Mm-hmm. No.
I'm never done.
That's a good company. It's just, I mean, you don't sit still. And this is such a growing thing.
There's more awful. There's more. Sounds awful.
There's more EMF every day. There's more wireless every day. There's more problems every day. Different types of things. They're building into buildings, and now we got a new problem. So you have to move.
So that was a great point. So one of the things that I told Dave Stetzer one day is I said, okay, your product was developed before the big cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency mines, crypto mines, and Bitcoin mines have changed the landscape of energy use in America. Don't be misled.
Computational.
Right? Now, solar panels, it was invented before solar panels. Right. All the wind turbines, it was invented before that. How about indoor marijuana grows? Come on now. Yeah. We don't live in the same world. Right. It was LTE. Well, then it went to 4G. Well, then it went to 5G. Well, how have you adapted? How have you changed? Our products had to adapt for solar power. Our products had to adapt for indoor grows. Our products had to adapt for the Bitcoin miners. We make products, like people don't even know all of our industrial stuff. Mm-hmm. We have done over 6 megawatts in one facility for crypto miners. Over 6 megawatts in one facility.
Of solar?
No, power conditioners.
Condition that power.
That's right.
6 million.
Yep, and I'm under NDA. Their power bill is $500,000 a month. They hired my team as the power systems engineer because we were considered in that community to be the best in clean power, and they wanted it not for EMF, not for health. There's not a person in that building to make those machines run cooler, last longer, and lower their bill. And we did it. We did huge studies with professional electrical engineers came in from their side. They didn't just buy 5 megawatts worth. They brought in the best guys. They put data loggers. We started small. We ended up doing the whole thing. We have done megawatt marijuana grows. We have done megawatt indoor facilities for strawberries, tomatoes. And I talk about this all the time. People have no idea. When people go online, they go to Static Shield. You don't see the commercial stuff at Static Shield. You don't see the 3-phase, the 480, the high voltage. We haven't done schools. We've done school districts. Wow. We haven't done city buildings. We've done city halls. I mean,
Now let's be clear. When you cool things down,
Yeah.
it takes energy to heat things up. You're saving energy. That's a lower energy bill. Am I correct?
So one of the problems with some other line filters and plug-in filters is you're overcapacitating. You're going to make the bill go up.
Yeah.
Now, what's more important, health or a high bill? Pick health every time.
Yeah.
Power bill be darned if it's bad for your health. Our units actually make the bill go down. So one of the things we tell solar dealers is you're going to get better bang for the buck with your solar because we're going to lower the amp draw on the energy hogs.
Right.
And right now, your DVR, your video recorder and all that nonsense is so hot that it's a little unnerving. Truly, it's unnerving. Like when I touch my DVR without my stuff on, because I've got to turn it off sometimes so I can conduct the test, right? It gets so hot almost immediately that it's unnerving. The back of your fridge is hot, the back of your freezer is hot. Is heat free?
Right. Well, that
Is it
takes
free?
that takes energy.
It takes energy. So if you
And
cool
you're
those
paying,
down,
per kilowatt hour, cent by cent, you're paying for that heating thing.
that's right.
So
So capacitors themselves shouldn't lower your power bill because the utility is supposed to bill you on real power.
That's right.
So a lot of times people will say, well, you know, a capacitor won't lower your power bill. And I say, duh.
Yeah.
That's not where you save money.
Right.
You save money on heat.
Right.
Now, heat is a resistive load. A resistive load is the watt. It's the purest form of power.
Right.
The purest form of power is a resistive load that turns into heat. If you lower the heat, you lower the bill. You can't argue with me. It's beyond any reasonable contestation or intellectual conversation. When you lower heat, you lower the bill.
Right.
But it has more things than that. Number one, your stuff is happier. Your stuff lasts longer.
Right.
And now let's go down this road. You're getting me fired up right now. If my DVR is hot, that is puking BTUs, British thermal units. Is it making my room warmer? It can't not. It's science. Your room is warmer now. Well, I live in Arizona. My air conditioner is rolling to beat the band. I got the thing on 72 and 75 and can't get there.
Right.
And this thing is puking heat.
Right.
My air conditioner, which I'm asking to cool the environment, is also
Getting
blue
hot.
blazes hot.
Yeah.
And my refrigerator and freezer, I'm asking them to make cold, and they're hot. So when you add Power Perfect with solar, especially or any of these, you cool that thing down.
Right.
When you cool that thing down, it lives a longer, healthier, happier life. Those watts weren't converted into heat, and the things we're asking to make cold aren't fighting their own heat. Your bill goes down. It has to.
Right.
Is it enough to change your life? No, but it makes your day.
And your AC is running cooler, even if you're not saving money there. It's the AC is coming out cooler because there's not drawing from a heated box.
The motor's not all hot.
Right.
And it does save money because making that motor hot costs watts.
So this is all line filtering.
Yes.
That's it. That's the answer to all these things: the heating, the biological exposures, the whole deal.
All of it.
It's
bad for your wallet. It's bad for your stuff. It's bad for you.
EMF.
Yes,
the dirty electricity. So the line filtering is the answer to that.
Yes,
And
it is.
I
Absolutely.
I like to clarify this for you. Radio frequencies, you kind of have to shield or turn the transmitter off.
Correct.
Dirty electricity comes in on the line. It projects from the wiring around the house. You can't shield it as easily. There are certain ways you can shield it. You have the shielding product, but you need the line filtering. The line filter. Now you're done.
Huge.
It's a whole different animal.
A
than
whole
radio
different animal. And the wiring is an antenna.
Right.
It's a super antenna. How could it not be?
All of your house wiring, the
All of
whole
your house
circuit,
wiring.
anywhere you're sitting, you could have a wire going right by your head.
We have them right here.
Right. And if you're near that with your meter that you have, you see it.
Absolutely.
It's there. It's real. And you have a great demo on one of your videos where you plug in one of your little plugins, and that meter goes. Cheep.
Yep.
Shuts off.
Right
that goes to
right now.
done
And we do the
nothing.
field shield video. I don't know if you've seen that one yet. We do a field shield video where we hold it up against one of the lights, and the electric field is just through the charts. You put the field shield there, and it goes to 0.
Yeah.
It doesn't go to 1, it goes to 0.
Flat zero.
Flat 0.
Yeah. That there's no question with that shield. I mean, anybody can test that. You want to have a tester meter. I think everybody should have the meter.
I love people having meters. It's so many times, in the world today, we're asked to buy things that are probably vaporware.
Yeah.
And how do they work? And some of the products, even in our genre, I look at it. I want it to work. Does the little sticker on the back of my phone work? I hope so. I have one.
Mm-hmm.
Is it working? We have not been able to create a test where we can see a difference with it.
Confirm that. Yeah. No.
That's why I like meters. We don't have a product that can't be visually verified with the meter in real time.
Standard equipment.
I'm not saying that the other stuff doesn't work. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying I can't measure it.
Right, we don't
Like
know.
I got 3 engineers. You've seen our lab.
Yeah,
You've seen the equipment in our laboratory, right?
Yeah.
We can't find a test, conduct a test, prove or show a test where we can see any difference in those products. There's not one thing that comes out of this laboratory, there's not one thing that comes out of this factory that can't be tested and verified, and we test them rigorously.
Right.
We have 7 UL listings.
Yeah.
How many trademarks do we have? Our stuff has been third-party validated. The Home Shopping Network wanted me to go on. I said no to that, but the rigorous testing that they got changed my life. And
Right.
their lead engineer, the testing that we went through with him, it was brilliant. I mean, they come up with things you hadn't thought of before we qualified. The lead engineer, the product testing engineer for the Home Shopping Network, has our product on his home right now, and then he put it on his 2 daughters' homes. And then a lot of those very lovely people that work and are on camera, they have our products by their desk right now.
Yeah,
now.
and these are people who know what
They know.
they've got.
Yeah, they
tested 6
they
ways
live
to
in a
send-
world of baloney.
Yeah.
They live in a world of that. And
Yeah,
so, the first thing that, we went through that, and this is many years ago, was, product verification, product quality, and all that. And part of it, if it boxed up and you drop it from 3 feet, does it break, and all that stuff. But the efficacy part was, it has to be defendable within a reasonable criterion that it will do what it says it does. And we beat every criterion by, certainly enough to get approved.
On real tests, things
That's
that,
right.
that you could prove and show and do over and over and over again. It's-
And so that was my point. I apologize for rabbit treading.
Yeah.
Everything that we make has been tested here. You can see it, and it's been third-party validated by a real lab to do what we claim it will do.
Right, and money back.
Money back guarantee. So we always say we back all of our claims up. We don't just make them; we back them up.
Right.
We honor our warranties, and money back guarantee is a non-issue. It's that is so far gone. Money back guarantee is a non-issue because satisfaction is guaranteed.
Right.
You're only going to be satisfied if you get your dough back.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
no satisfaction without remuneration
Right.
in equal or greater than.
Right.
It's got to be equal to or greater than for you to feel satisfied.
Yeah, but you're not going to offer that if you don't know pretty damn well you're going to solve the problem.
You'd stand no chance. Like we'd be out of business. We wouldn't be heading into year 16. We'd be out of business.
Right.